The doctors said he would not survive the night. Kofi Mensah was the most feared mob boss in West Africa. He was tall, powerful, and so handsome that people often stopped and stared when he entered a room. His enemies hated him. His followers worshipped him. Then one night, everything changed. A rival gang ambushed him outside a restaurant. 3 bullets tore through his body. By the time he reached the hospital, he had slipped into a coma. For weeks, Kofi lay motionless in a private room. Machines breathed and beeped around him. His guards stood watch outside the door, but none of them knew about the little girl next door. Her name was Amara. She was only 7 years old and was fighting a serious illness. Every day she asked her nurse the same question: "Can I visit the sleeping man?" At first the nurse refused, but Amara was persistent. Eventually she was allowed to sit beside him for a few minutes each day. Soon those few minutes became hours. She would climb onto his bed, rest her head gently on his chest, and listen to his heartbeat. She told him stories about birds, clouds, and the puppy she wanted when she got better. Of course, Kofi never answered. He was unconscious. Yet every day, she returned. Then one morning, something remarkable happened. As sunlight streamed through the window, Amara was lying on his chest, fast asleep. Their breathing rose and fell together. Suddenly, Kofi's eyes opened. For the first time in weeks, he was awake. Confused, he looked down and saw the small girl resting against him. She opened her eyes at the same moment. They stared at each other. "You finally woke up," she whispered with a smile. Kofi felt something he had not felt in years: peace. Tears rolled down his face. Months later, Kofi left the criminal life behind. He used his fortune to build a children's hospital in the city. The first wing carried a simple name: Amara's House. Years passed. Amara recovered completely and grew into a doctor. Together, they spent their lives helping children who had nowhere else to go. Whenever reporters asked Kofi what had changed him, he always gave the same answer. "I survived the bullets," he would say, "but a little girl's kindness brought me back to life." And on quiet evenings, they would sit outside the hospital watching the sunset, breathing in perfect rhythm, just as they had on the day he opened his eyes and found his second chance.